Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday morning. It is 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are just chipping away at this week. Time is still moving, time is going. It is August the 11th. Wow, August 11th, 2022. So, good morning to each and every one of you who are live with us this morning, or even if you'll watch this later in the day or on another day. I am Dr. Natatu North, and I am the owner and therapist of Purpose Journey Counseling, LLC, located in Cincinnati, Ohio. So I say welcome and good morning to each and every one of you. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And I will post the YouTube link for this broadcast on Instagram following this live. So we are live right now. So please like, follow, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Purpose Journey Counseling, and share this video on the social media platforms. Even if it's sending the YouTube link, if you know someone who's not necessarily on social media, but we're on YouTube as well. So if you just share that, and somebody may go on YouTube, but maybe not at the other platform, share it as well. And also let's please interact and engage in the comments section, as today is Thursday. So we are going to have Thursday thoughts this morning. So I'm going to give you some things to think about this morning. So it will be wonderful to share those things in the comments section. Some things that we're thinking about to actually kind of help some other people start to think as well. So today, what are we thinking about? I want to pose this question. I love to start with a question a lot of the time to get you reflecting. When was the last time you thought about what you need? You, just you. When was the last time you thought about what you need? When was the last time you actually said, wow, what do I need to do? What do I need to get done? What do I, or where do I need to go? What do I really need to take some time out to accomplish? When was the last time you thought about that? When was the last time you took some time to actually think about the things that you need? It's easy, especially if you're a parent or a caregiver. It's easy to think about the children. It's easy to think about, our jobs and deadlines and different things like that. Even being a friend, being there for someone else. Sometimes it can be really, really easy to do those things. But when we do that, we tend to put ourselves on the back burner. What have you neglected to do for you? Maybe there's a doctor's appointment, a dentist appointment that you need to schedule. Maybe you haven't taken the time to clean your room or, get some things together, get some things organized. Maybe you realize that you've just needed an opportunity to sit down and just reflect. And let's be honest, sometimes we don't even know what we need. Somebody could actually be sitting with you and you feel depleted, you feel overwhelmed, you feel lost, you feel like things are around you are out of control. And someone could say, okay, what do you need in the situation? But because we're so blinded by and distracted by everything around us, that question can be extremely hard to answer, because that causes us to have to look within when we're so busy and we're so we've gotten conditioned to looking outward. And I want to put this plug in. Being a selfless person does not mean self-neglect. We tend to be extremists sometimes. We say, well, we have to be selfless. We can't be selfish. You put everyone's needs above your own. It's better to give than to receive. And all of those things, to a point, they're not necessarily false. However, even though it's better to give than to receive, it doesn't mean that you can't give to yourself. See, we don't really teach that part, because that's a form of giving as well. Sometimes we need to give ourselves something. We need to give ourselves a moment. We need to give ourselves some time. We need to prioritize some things for ourselves. You can't always be your last priority. Not always. You can't. Because if you don't take care of you, you won't be able to take care of anybody else. They say, put your own face mask on first, like when you're on an airplane. It's the truth. If you run yourself into the ground, constantly doing things for other people or constantly prioritizing everyone else all the time, and you never get to you, ever, like you have a list, you're not even on your own list. If you constantly live that way, you won't be here to take care of anyone else. I have experienced before when I tried to just keep going, my body shut down on me and said, this was a while ago. It said, oh, no, you're not doing that. Oh, no, now you're going to have to lay down because I told you to lay down 2 months ago, but you didn't. So now I'm going to lay you down. If you don't prioritize you, no one else will. You have to say, this is my time. These are the things I need to do. Again, like I said, it could be scheduling a doctor's appointment. It could be as simple as that, which sounds simple, but sometimes it's not all that simple. Because when you make a to-do list and everything you have to do is for everyone else, and you're not on your to-do list, the things you need to do are not on your to-do list, it doesn't get done. It just flat out doesn't get done. Maybe you've been needing to schedule an appointment with a therapist. Maybe you need it and you just haven't had the time to do it. Or maybe you just need to sit down and set some goals. I know we talked about action on Tuesday, and maybe you've been thinking like, okay, yeah, there's some things I need to do. What is my dream? What do I want to do? What's at my core? But it hasn't gotten done. You can't get to action yet because you're still working on the dream, and then you still have to plan and process. So I just want to encourage you this morning to make a plan for yourself and execute it, because that's that whole action again. It's making that plan and getting it done. I want you to say this to yourself. I, whatever your name is, matter. I, Natatu, matter. I, insert your name, matter. You matter. You matter in the different circles that you're in. You matter, even if it feels like you don't, or other people might not recognize your value. Your value is not contingent upon someone else's thought about how much you are valued. Your value is not contingent upon how much your job is paying you, or the raise you've asked for and they won't give you, or the promotion that you sought out and they weren't willing to pay you accordingly. It happens. You matter. You matter. So when we're talking about, thinking about what it is you actually need, what do you need today? And if you don't know, that's okay. I like to tell people I'm old school. Take a piece of paper out, a notebook, a journal, a pen, pencil, and just start writing it out. Sometimes you think you don't need anything until you sit down and say, well, actually, I could use this, or I could use that, or I just needed to sit down and think about me for a second. It's okay. It's not selfish. It doesn't mean that you don't care about anybody else. It doesn't mean that your priorities are off. But I'm going to put this back up there. If you don't prioritize you, no one else will. No one will. They'll just keep asking and asking and asking and expecting. And then at the end of the day, they're still you. And It's okay to know what you need. When was the last time you thought about what you need? So if it's been a while, or maybe you thought about it, but it didn't get done, I want to invite you now to think about it now. Think about it today, whether it's on your way to work or you get a break today, or maybe when you get home from work. Think about what is you need. Maybe today's your off day and you've been running, trying to get kids ready for school. Cause I mean, this is the season of that. Let's just be real. Let's be honest. There's a lot going on right now. Stuff that we have to do. But I want you to consider you. I want you to put you on your list. Put you on your list of things. We are thinking about us, our needs, in conjunction with other things. I'm not saying forget about everyone else, but I'm inviting you to think about what it is that you need to do, what you need to get done. If there's somewhere you need to be, I want you to think about those things as well. So that's our Thursday thought for today. We're thinking about what we need as individuals. What are some things we need to do? So I encourage you today, and even make this outward, but also inward. Be loving. This could be for other people as well as yourself. Be loving, be kind, be compassionate, and be intentional, even with you, in identifying what your needs are on today. I thank you all for joining us. If you're watching live, if you'll be watching this later, or like I said earlier, even another day, we will see you tomorrow for Friday fun. I'll just go ahead and say it now. Trivia was so fun last week. We're going to do some more trivia on tomorrow because it was just really fun reading the comments and seeing the amount of questions that were correct. I'll just say that. But thank you so much for joining us. We will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early at 7 a.m. And you have a wonderful day and blessings and love.